Hi everybody. This question is question number 1732. Find the highest altitude. There is a biker going on a road trip. The road trip consists of n+1 points at different altitudes. The biker starts his trip on point 0 with altitude equal 0. You're given an integer array gain of length n, where gain I is the net gain in altitude between points I and I+1 for all I between 0 and n. Return the highest altitude of a point. Okay, so what we want to basically return is the maximum altitude. Return the highest altitude of a point. So if we have -5, 1, 5, 0, -7, we have to first calculate the altitude. So in one loop, we make a list of the altitudes, and the altitude is like basically 0 plus 0, it starts from 0, then -5, and then -5 plus 1 is -4, then -4 plus 5 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1 again, 1 plus -7 is -6. So these are the altitudes basically. After that, we loop through this, and then we figure out which one is the maximum basically. So that's what we want to do. Okay, so the first thing we want to say is we have a list called alts, like the altitudes, defined as an empty list. And then we want to say the first altitude is 0. And then we want to loop through it for point in gain. Then we want to say alts dot append the altitude of the given alt. So you append that 0 first. Then what we want to do, we want to calculate the altitude of that point. So that would be alt equal to alt plus point. So it's basically 0 plus -5. So that's -5. So you will be given, by the end of this, you will be given until like all the altitudes until because you're appending and then you are adding to it, right? So the last one will not be appended. So after you come out of the loop, you basically have to say alts dot append alt again, the last one. So then if you just print this, let's just print this, prints alts, you'll see that we have 0, -5, -4, 0, 1, 1, -6. If we didn't have this, it would be basically until 1, as you can see here, until 1. So it doesn't count the last one. So we need to put that in. Okay. But that's not where we want to stop. We want to go inside the loop again, like another loop, and we want to say for alt in alts max num, because we want to find the maximum number, and the default maximum number, we'll just define it as float minus inf and say max of alt and max num will be equal to max num. So every time it will be checking the maximum of the altitude and that max num, and it will put it inside the max num. And at the end, we will return that max num. And if we run this, you can see that that works, and yes, it passed the solution. Okay, so that was the question, find the highest altitude.